All right, we're here for our next interview. We're here with Don Mackey from the Cambridge market. We just want to talk a little bit about what's happening in your market right now. What are you starting to see? What are the trends for buyers, sellers right now?
Yeah, the trends I'm seeing, everybody needs an income suite.
100%.
So everybody I'm talking to, they want to buy something either adding value, a bungalow with a side entrance, put a suite in it, add value.
For sure.
Mom and dad, maybe time to sell the house, give the retirement money to the kids, and then mom and dad can live in the basement. Now we've got live-in daycare.
Beauty.
So an income suite is everything right now for most families. I've got downsizers going into smaller places, more affordable. However, a little bit more gutsy people out there are starting to bite the bullet, so to speak, and they're buying investment properties. They're dating the rate and marrying the product.
That's what they absolutely have to do right now, right? I mean, at the end of the day, rates aren't going to stay this high for long. We've already seen them start to come down. And people are still, I've seen so many people say, I'm going to continue to wait for the rates to drop further. But we all know if those rates continue to drop far enough, what's going to happen to prices, right?
Right, they're going to skyrocket.
That's exactly it. So what are you seeing right now in terms of when I talk to different agents from across Canada, people are feeling different things. Some people are seeing the inventory has risen, buyers have stabilized a little bit. What's going on in the Cambridge market?
The Cambridge market, specifically, I would say we have two groups of people in the market.
Right.
We have the want to sell.
Yeah.
These people probably want last year's prices.
Of course.
So they're a little bit overpriced.
Yeah.
That's the property we all see. It's down the road. The neighbors are talking about it. Things are not selling.
Yeah.
Well, it's last year's price.
Of course.
I've got the need to sell.
Yeah.
And that's as a real estate agent who you want to be dealing with, the need to sell. They have something, maybe it's a little too expensive.
Yeah.
And they need to sell to buy something more affordable.
Absolutely.
Or they need to sell to buy something bigger.
Right.
Little baby on the way.
Or downsizing.
Or mom and dad going to the basement. So we have the have to sell and the want to sell.
Yeah.
So those kind of the two groups in there that we're seeing today.
For sure. Now from the investment standpoint, so working with the investors, we're here obviously at the Investor Summit. We're focusing on investors. What is the big key takeaway or piece of advice that you could give to an investor right now for them to be able to lock down and start taking action in your market and actually succeed in today's market?
What I'm seeing most of are these income suites.
The income suites, yeah.
And it doesn't really matter where they are.
Right.
A first-time investor, a new investor can manage their own.
Yeah.
And what I'm seeing the most demand for is, for instance, if you bought $1 million home, if you had $1 million cash and you bought $1 million home, it's going to be hard to rent out that basement.
For sure.
I could probably buy 5 or even 6 small bungalows, rent the main floor and rent the basement and be cash flow positive.
Right.
So the rookie, so to speak, first-time investor, this is exactly what they're looking for.
For sure.
And I have ready bungalows just like that all around the Paris area, Brantford, less expensive to buy and better cash flow.
That's fantastic.
So that's what I'm seeing most of.
And I mean, I'm sure you can probably agree with this, but some awesome opportunities too is if someone really wants to get creative to maximize return, buying something where it doesn't have the suite, but adding the suite.
Add value.
Right? Add value so you get the immediate boost and then you get the cash flow.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Now, okay, we're going into 2025. I've been asking everyone this. What is and again, we don't have a crystal ball, and I get that. What are some of the predictions that you have that you're going to see in the market just in general in your area and kind of for Canada as a whole?
Things have got to turn up as far as prices go.
Yeah.
And I believe from now, before Christmas, we'll see 0.75 basis rate cut. So it's either going to be a 0.5 and then a 2.5 or a 2.5 and a 0.5.
Right.
As prices come down, the seasonality of Christmas is going to be a bit slower.
Right.
That's when I start telling people, get on the market, there's less competition. And as a buyer, we should probably get out there right now and buy, there's less competition.
Absolutely.
So I believe rates are going to fall. The seasonality will let it slow down.
Yeah.
And it's a great time to buy. I think it's exciting for investors right now.
I completely agree with that.
Opportunity is there.
And I mean, at the end of the day, you got to be buying when no one else is buying.
Right.
My best investments I've ever sold is during the Christmas market, right? Because again, the average buyer who doesn't need to buy, they're going to take it off and go back and start looking in January. So 100%, go take advantage of the market while it's at. All right, final question.
Sure.
Where can anyone find you?
I'm Don Mackey, Revel Realty in Cambridge. They can call me at 519-654-8237. My cell, realtydon.com.
realtydon.com.
Yes,
there we go.
Thank you.
All right, appreciate it. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.